Morning, morning. Oh, why is that view always better? So I wanted to show you the Wagyu camp spot that I was talking about last night. So the trail cuts you down over here somewhere. And when I say trail, that's a very loose term because we're about to start a schwack up out of here. But this is like the Onery Spring area and the water over yonder. And if you look at this, there's like a perfect sandbar right here. I want to keep zooming out, but the camera's not good for that. Let's see if this works better. Put plan. There we go. So yeah, really good sandbar. Perfect camp spot. So today's day 21, May 8th, I believe.
Yes.
And we're about 25 miles from Alma, which is our next resupply stop. We're hoping we can make it there today. So the first 15 miles look the hardest. I think we ascend like close to 5,000 feet over the span of those 15 miles. And then the last 10 miles into Alma are like 2-track walking. So I'm hoping we can make it there, albeit a little bit late. It's like 6:30 now. We'll see. The trail really dictates what we can do each day. It would be nice to get in there on our, say it would be our 5th day out of town. So it would be nice to get in there today. But again, we shall see. So packing up, gonna go check out what the world and trail has to offer today. Really good water. I chugged 3 liters last night and still dehydrated. Yeah, it takes a while for hydration to catch back up once you even miss like one night of hydration, which it wasn't last night, the night before. But body's gonna catch back up, and then we're gonna go up, physically up too. We're gonna go physically up some mountains. Yeah.
I don't want.
It's too early in the morning for acrobatics.
He went over. It was probably a mistake.
Yeah, I tried to go over the rock.
Well, you managed to go over, but under was much easier.
Yeah. All right, so after Onery Spring, there's a little cross-country schwack to connect into the road. It's about a mile. We're gonna try to pick our way as best we can. It's a pretty thick schwack, it looks like. So, yeah, you can cross-country this. It's gonna be thicker than you prefer, but that's the way she goes sometimes. It's just the way she goes. What you doing?
Hiking places.
Yeah, you are. Through some cat's claw? Yeah. All right, so we found the road. We got about a mile of road walking until we hit Wildbunch Trail number 7, and it indeed looks like it's gonna be a wild bunch of a ride. It's got some very tight topos, but got about a mile till we get there, and then single track trail cruising. There you go. Oh, it's gonna be a wild ride up on Wildbunch Trail. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. It's about to get real wild. We can cut to it up here. I think this is the trail.
Let's check.
So we're just slowly picking our way up this wash. The trail kind of bounces from side to side. Soon we shall start our climb. I'm excited. All right, multiple pools of water in this canyon. About a mile, maybe 2 miles into the Wildbunch Trail. You kind of just follow the wash that starts flowing with some agua. Pretty good looking agua too. I think this is where we're supposed to go.
Yeah, we're okay.
I haven't seen the trail for a while. The trail, I guess, becomes straight wash walking. Okay, gotta figure out how to get back there. Oh, we're climbing now, baby.
Yeah, we are.
All right, we're at Morris Spring, about like 6,700 feet. Really pleasantly surprised with this trail so far. It's been really good single track. This is the spring. Apparently there's a float valve somewhere. Yeah, so I'm gonna take a gander. That's actually not bad water, but apparently there's a float valve somewhere to get that fresh from the source agua. So gonna take a gander. It's like 10 o'clock. We're moving pretty good. I don't know how many miles we've done, but we're climbing. Pretty good trail. So I'm gonna look for some agua. So we're just sitting at this spring and I hear grunting, and it's a mama bear with her cubs.
They were coming to get water.
They were coming to get water. Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's insane. I just heard grunting and I look over and it's like 3 black bears.
Yeah, they'll come back.
They'll come back, but mama bear and cub bears. I'm glad she wasn't aggressive. She had 2 small cubs.
Well, we weren't between her and her cubs, fortunately.
Yeah. We also don't look big. We look like we're just sitting. So, yeah, we're gonna get water and go. Let the bears do their thing. There be bears in New Mexico. I rarely have seen a bear. I don't think on the New Mexico CDT I saw a bear.
I did.
Yeah.
Always near water, too.
That was really cool. I'm glad I didn't get closer. All right, so the trail gets a little tricky out of Morris Spring. We kind of been bushwhacking around. I think the trail is the black pipe. Follow the black pipe leading away from the spring. I believe this is the trail. But yeah, it gets a little trickier to navigate. Don't know exactly if it's the trail, but I believe it is. So follow the black pipe. All right, so it's not the black pipe. It's a little to the left of the black pipe. If you're going eastbound, way better track. There's the black pipe right there. All right, back up around 7,200 feet. We should be getting close to where the trail quote unquote ridge runs for a little bit. And what I mean by that is not consistent up or roller coaster. We're just staying on like a top of line. I don't know if it's necessarily a ridge run, but it looks like we get up to, I think maybe close to 7,400 and then just kind of hug a ridge. So maybe some ridge running. Pretty good trail. Pretty good. Grand Enchantment really does like the opposite of the Hayduke. Where the Hayduke wants you to go down into the earth, the Grand Enchantment seems to put you on the mountains as much as possible, which I'm digging. Completely different desert hikes. We're at like 7,400 feet. We're eating that elevation. All right, so what you're looking at is our future for the next, I don't know, mile or two. We dropped down this, and that in about half a mile, a little less, we junction with the Horse Canyon Trail, number 36, which goes that way, and the Wildbunch Trail, which continues that way. So we're gonna go climb that mountain in front of us. We get off the Wildbunch Trail, and it's like 11:40 right now. Taking a real quick lunch break to scarf down food. Starving hungry, so couldn't wait until the normal lunchtime. But scarfed down some food. Gave D&D Organic Farms in Alma a call because supposedly there's supposed to be a place hikers can stay. Got the answering machine, so left a message. Hoping, it sounds like they sold the house or sold the property, and now they just rent out the entire house instead of renting out a bed and breakfast room or camping in the yard. So don't know what's going to happen there. That was our option 1. Option 2 is Los Alamos Lodge. So also don't know what's going to happen there. Hopefully once we get on the back side of this mountain, I'll have better service. I had to like go walk into the wind on the back side here to get some good service. But yeah, doing a quick lunch. 11:40. We're about 16 miles. Way longer, actually. I'm sorry. About 18 miles from town.
Seems too long.
16 miles, 17 miles. Anywhere from 16 to 18 miles from town. But last 11 miles of it's road walk. So we have some bouncy stuff ahead of us like that. But then hopefully we should be able to get into town quickly. All right, let's go see what today holds. Oh, good climbing. Ooh, baby, that's some climbing. I think we took out lunch somewhere down in that other saddle. Oh, this is a climb. Oh yeah. Beautiful up here, getting close to 8,000 feet. I can dig it. I can dig it. All right, I think we're at the top-ish. We skirt that knob. We're sitting like at 8,100 feet. So top of the highest point for the day. Pretty much done our consistent climbing. We kind of ridge run down, and then I think we hop back up onto that guy, which is like 7,600 feet. So top-ish of the day. Pretty nice.
Starting to feel like New Mexico.
Yeah. If you look that way, I don't know if the camera's gonna be able to pick it up, but if I'm not mistaken, that little split in the land is a dirt road we're trying to connect to in like 4 or 5 miles. I bet it is.
I don't think there are many other roads.
Nope, there are not many other roads. How you doing?
You know, despite my tummy feels a little weird. Maybe I pushed that salami a day too long, but you know.
Title of the movie I made, Pushing the Salami One Day Too Long. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. All right, yes. There's a sign up top.
Number 307 is where we're going.
Baseline trail. That sounds like there's not much elevation down there.
That's not where we're going, no. We're going to 307.
Oh, fine. Should have filmed just this entire ridgeline. Back bowl. If we had skis, we could ski down it. Yeah. Oh, that's rude.
This is like double black diamond territory.
Yeah, I ski triple black diamonds. They don't know this.
Yeah, they do now.
They can't hear it because the sound's coming through my headphones. Magpie said I ski like an expert. She can't dispute these facts right now, and it's glorious.
She doesn't really.
Magpie skis little green baby runs, and I'm like, baby, we should go out into the backcountry on like triple black diamonds. She's like, no, I just want to ski these green baby runs. Yeah. I'll clarify this because she'll be upset if I don't. She actually skis better than me, so there we go.
Well, one would expect so.
Oh, what do you mean one would expect so? Yeah, but your lion wakeboarded a lot when he was younger.
Yeah, but waves are not.
Yeah, they are. right, another little climb to the top of Charlie Moore Mountain. We came down off of that, dropped down, hit that saddle, and climbed back up to 7,600 feet. And now, in theory, we should just ridge run it this way and start our drop down towards Alma. So yeah, beautiful trail, really well taken care of. Not that schwacky at all, good stuff. All right, so we connected into some Wagyu 2-track. I think it's about a mile or two from the trailhead. So we walk this pretty steeply down until we reach the trailhead, and then this road continues. Hopefully it gets a little bit better. It's some pretty Wagyu-y rock. That is that Wagyu beef, baby. But yeah, pretty much done climbing for the day. Now we're just dropping. Alright, so I think this is called the Charlie Moore tank. About a mile before the Arizona-New Mexico border. Woohoo! Gonna officially hit New Mexico, baby! Water in there. Fortunately, we can't do no filter, no problem, because it is super green water and there's nothing coming directly from the source. So instead, we shall filter. There might be another tank at the Arizona-New Mexico border. But it's off trail, and then everything after that hasn't been reported on water for like 2 or 3 years. So since we're going to be camping before town, it's like 3 o'clock. We have like 9 miles to town or something, but we're not going to crush them because there's no point to get to town. We can't get town food. Everything will be closed. So I think we're going to decide to camp out of town today, like 2 or 3 miles, walk in tomorrow morning into Alma, do some chores, and then maybe stay at Los Alamos in I forget what the name is. Gatlinburg?
No,
Glenwood. Gatlinburg's in Tennessee. Yeah, so we're not gonna, no reason to push into town. Can't get town food, everything's closed. Can't stay at a spot because
there's nowhere to stay in Alma, and Glenwood's 4.5 miles away.
Yeah, I guess we could get to Glenwood, but it would just be a waste of money to go to a cabin there. We wouldn't be able to get
no food there.
Yeah, no food. So that's that. Gonna filter and just mosey for the rest of the day. Cool. All right, since there's no official sign, we will use this as it. The trailhead that we're coming off is that. We're now on some actually like on sale chicken type road where we can actually walk. And we're also in New Mexico.
Yay!
Blake's. There's Blake's in New Mexico.
Not anywhere that we're going though.
No.
Not even close.
There's no Blake's in Glenwood. There's no Blake's in Gila Hot Springs. There's no Blake's in Monticello.
There's probably not even a Blake's in Magdalena.
Ah, I want Blake's. All right, well, we're in New Mexico. It's not as exciting getting a state
No sign.
and also getting a state down when it's just a 2-state trail.
Yeah, we didn't even start all the way over in like western Arizona.
Yeah, the border.
Yeah.
New Mexico, yay!
Yay! That fence is the border.
Yeah. All right, now time to walk some actually cruisy road. So it's like 5 o'clock because we also lost an hour coming into New Mexico since it doesn't recognize daylight savings time.
No, Arizona doesn't do daylight savings time.
Oh, okay, Arizona doesn't. So what was 4 o'clock for us is now 5. So we'll probably mosey for the next 2 hours and camp 2-3 miles out of Alma. Sweet. Oh, speaking of, when we were at that water tank, we booked a spot at Los Alamos.
No, we still have 3 hours of daylight.
Oh, okay.
We can walk until 8 o'clock.
Okay.
It's not like the sun now suddenly sets an hour earlier.
Yes, it does.
No.
So, okay. So we booked a spot at Los Alamos, and they have a couple different cabins, and it says each cabin has high-speed internet, which I don't know what that means, but we shall see. So Wi-Fi is supposed to be there, which is nice, and we also got the honeymoon cabin, which is also super nice. Maybe by the time we'll check in, they'll even, no, they won't discount us. But it was also not that pricey. It's like a regular hotel stay. It's just there's no town around it. So we're actually gonna end up doing a Nero tomorrow. Thought we were gonna make up time in this section by getting into town today, but it's what it is. We're gonna end up having a Gila Hot Springs. There's gonna be nowhere to stay, and then Monticello, nowhere to stay. So we'll end up cruising through there. Yeah, not much else to say besides we're walking some road for the remainder of the day. Let's go. Alright, about 2.5 miles before Alma, there's this tree. Looks like a good camp spot.
I think this is the one that you mentioned in the guidebook with the one live oak off to the left.
It definitely is, right?
Yeah, this is definitely it.
I was thinking about trying to tuck in into a wash or something, but it might be nice.
I mean, it's obviously a legal campsite because it's Forest Service land, and there's a fire ring there.
Yeah, it's about 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock New Mexico time.
Yeah, 7 o'clock New Mexico time. Like I said, we're about 2.5 miles from town. No reason to get in there tonight, so we're just kind of diddling around, trying to figure out when and where we want to camp. Yeah, I could dig it. You don't think it's too close to the road?
I don't think anyone really drives on that road.
Besides the ranchers.
Except for the one ranchers that we saw.
Alright, this is gonna be camp. First time we actually get to set camp up in the...
Without headlamps.
Yeah, without headlamps in a while. Do you not want to try to tuck away from that wind?
I don't know, it's up to you. You're pickier about camp than I am.
Alright, I think this is camp. Alright, so there's a better camp spot. The spot we were just at is literally like right through that thicket of trees. But if you continue up the road, you'll see another 2-track. And from there, you actually have all of this good stuff. There's another fire pit. There's more flat areas. Again, where we were just at was like, oh, that is super unfocused. Literally on the other side of that thicket of trees. But to be more wind blocked, we found even a more great spot. So yeah, if you're looking to get out of the wind, that other one's a beautiful spot if it's not windy. This is great if it is. Oh yeah.